Welcome back to the Frame of Mind YouTube channel, where our mind is always on your money and your money is always on our mind. See what I did there, Annette? I know you're a big Snoop Dogg fan.
Clearly, Jay, clearly.
Well, today, Annette, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. We're going to talk about something that's both incredibly personal and financially important, and that is how to handle an inheritance. Because as much as we all love a good windfall, it's not monopoly money.
That's right, Jay. At Frame Wealth Partners, we've helped more families navigate this moment in the last few years than ever before. It's a time that can bring a lot of emotions, grief, gratitude, and a little confusion about what to do next.
You said it, Annette. Especially when your inheritance includes 4 bank accounts, a rental property, and your uncle's 1976 Corvette that definitely doesn't pass emissions.
Look, we've guided clients through honoring their loved one's legacy, making wise decisions, and avoiding costly mistakes, because an inheritance is more than just money. It can be life-changing. But without a clear strategy, it's easy to give it away or act on impulse instead of aligning with long-term goals and preserving relationships.
And that deserves more thought than a quick Amazon binge and a hot tub purchase. Not that we're judging.
Well, maybe a little.
So let's walk through the smartest things you can do when you receive an inheritance and how to make those dollars count.
First things first, don't do anything yet. Take a breath. Receiving an inheritance often comes with an emotional time. Decisions made in grief aren't usually the best ones.
Think of it like going grocery shopping. When you're hungry, you walk in for eggs and you leave with 6 boxes of Pop-Tarts and pre-made crab cakes, which no self-respecting Marylander would ever do.
Exactly. Give yourself a few weeks to get grounded before making any big moves.
Tip 2, understand exactly what you receive. Not all inheritances are cash. You could be looking at a house, investment accounts, or even what we recently came across with one of our clients, 100 cases of Bordeaux wine, which is approximately about 1,200 bottles. What would you actually do with that, Annette?
Well, if it were me, I would probably at least need to taste test a bottle or two, just to make sure it was good quality.
Of course you would, Annette. You're spoken like a true connoisseur here.
But for this unique inheritance, you would definitely need to bring an expert to assist with the appraisal. That way you can get an honest assessment of what you actually have. Now, these types of inheritances are rare. Typically, we primarily see real estate and investments for most of our clients.
That's right. The bottom line is that you need to get a clear inventory of what's been left and what is worth before you actually start planning.
Tip number 3, call your professionals. You need your team, financial advisor, CPA, estate attorney. This is the money equivalent of assembling the Avengers.
Only with more spreadsheets and fewer capes. Well, unless your CPA really commits to the bit.
Let them help you sort through tax implications, timelines, and strategies. For example, selling an inherited stock could trigger capital gains if not handled correctly.
And trust us, you'd rather find that out before you call the IRS and ask if oops is a valid tax strategy.
Tip 4, match the money to your goals. Ask yourself, what will move the needle in your life? Paying off debt, funding your kids' college, starting that business you've been thinking about.
Or maybe it's just boosting your emergency fund so you don't have to pretend your check engine light is just decorative.
True story?
I cannot confirm or deny. Look, it's called optimistic budgeting, okay? Besides, our mechanic loves us, Annette.
Point is, tie the money to something meaningful, not just something shiny.
Tip 5, don't blow it. Here's where it all goes off the rails. Big lump sum equals temptation to go full lottery winner mode.
But remember, approximately 33% of people who receive an inheritance blow through it in less than 2 years. That's not planning, that's auditioning for a financial reality show.
Look, folks, it doesn't have to be complicated. Don't be another statistic. Take a beat, save some, invest some, spend some intentionally. Inheritance can be an incredible tool if used wisely. It's not just a gift of money, it's a chance to build confidence, legacy, and financial freedom.
And if you want help navigating it, that's what we're here for.
At Frame Wealth Partners, we frame your financial decisions with strategy and occasionally some sarcasm.
Let's be honest, that's mostly you.
That's fair. But that's all we have for today. Enjoy the rest of your week. Take care.